Well, hello and a good afternoon to you. So, I have curiosity about curiosity. I invite you to a conversation today about the I don't know mind. So, what am I talking about? We've talked before in other spaces, and maybe you've heard this before in other things that you've read or listened to about having a beginner's mind. The curiosity of a child where you're open to new ideas and thinking and stories, and you're not fixated or scared of not knowing. When does that start? When do we get so scared of being found out, seen as must know? Can we perhaps find freedom and a revitalization, and perhaps also a way into the challenging conversations that beget maybe a little more connection with community, and certainly understanding that our story is just one way of perceiving the world. There's so much conflict going on in the world for so many reasons. So I want to again focus on the one thing that we have control over. That's us, particularly our mindset as humans. We can get very fixated and comfortable with what we believe and what we think we know. However, can we maybe choose courage over comfort and lean into curiosity? So even Albert Einstein, so I quote it correctly, said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." Right, Einstein. He was very curious, and he had just theories that were based on just ideas, and he was passionate about the not knowing. He would say, what about this? Could it be that? And come to find out that it was the foundation of so much additional research that actually moved in directions because of his curiosity and his questioning, and many things have been discovered about our universe as a result. There's a recent book that I would love to share with you, and it's by the organizational psychologist, speaker, and professor Adam Grant. And the book is Think Again. And I just want to share a couple of quotes that I read about this book that I think might intrigue you. So I think that it's important for us to listen to some of the wording on this. The ability to rethink and unlearn. Too many of us favor the comfort of conviction over the discomfort of doubt. We listen to opinions that make us feel good instead of ideas that make us think hard. We see disagreement as a threat to our egos rather than an opportunity to learn. Yeah, there's that growth mindset. Failing forward, not fearing failure, rather recognizing that when you're trying, you may quote unquote fail, but perhaps that is the pathway to innovation, exploration, and of course, learning all the things you don't know, which will then further you in your overall wisdom of life. And I love this also about investigating and embracing even the joy of being wrong. I don't know that I would ever use those words in the same sentence. And I was like, what? The joy of being wrong. That's going to take me a little bit to work on, but I like the challenge. And I heard this on one of my favorite podcasts with Rick Hansen and his son Forrest. It's Being Well. And they were talking about a number of different things, but about curiosity. And I love that Dr. Hansen said, you don't have to believe everything you think. As a quote from this book. I'm going to say that again. You don't have to believe everything you think. Even in Buddhist texts and the Pali translations, they would say, don't go on faith, go on the questioning of, find out for yourself. Go and see is the rough translation. Go and see. Try it on. Check it out. Have a curiosity about. So rather going on faith and believing others, or believing everything you think because you may not have had exposure to enough life or conversations or things other than you to really know all the different stories and wisdom that is out in the world, right? So I maybe invite you with me to be on a journey of curiosity and of the I don't know mind. What don't we know? How can we lean into the joy of being wrong? Because we're asking questions. And we are willing and courageous enough to lean into the potential of expansion. We are living in a world that requires bold thinking that really is inviting us to collaborate more than resisting. But there's nothing wrong with healthy debate as long as you're willing to also fail forward, that you're willing to be wrong, quote unquote, because you're learning and you're seeing different perspectives. And I think that I like this quote very much about staying curious enough to change the world through curiosity. So I understand that our brains are feeling foggy and a bit overwhelmed. But one of the things that can energize us is growth and curiosity and wonder. What don't we know? So I invite you, my friends, to the I don't know mind, to the courage of curiosity, so that we can take on the challenging, very complex issues in our world around so many things, yes? But particularly around understanding each other as fellow humans, allyship, finding our way into more compassionate community where we can collaborate together to heal so many things in our world that need healing. Get bold, get curious. I don't know what I don't know. How about you? Chew on that. Maybe listen to some podcasts. Maybe pick up some books. Listen to some books. That book again was Think Again by Dr. Adam Grant, and the podcast that I referenced was Dr. Rick Hansen and his son Forrest Hansen on being well. And there's many other wonderful things for you to chew on out there. I wish you then a week of curiosity. I wish you a life of curiosity. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.